One of the largest recipients of Canadian aid, second only to Afghanistan. So in the context of tonight's phantom aid discussion, let's take a look at the rhetoric and the reality of Canadian giving. José Werner is Minister of International Cooperation and joins me now from Ottawa. José Werner, welcome to On the Map.
Hi, thank you for inviting me.
Let's start with Canada's aid to Haiti. We've just watched a short documentary that shows that despite $500 million of aid a year, $700 million of assistance over decades from Canada, the problems in Haiti are simply not being fixed by the aid system. What do you intend to do to change that?
Yeah, what we have to say is that to make sure that we will be able to help this country to rebuild their capacity is that we have to stabilize the country. We have to work in both sides, I mean on the security side and on the development side. We have to help the population to have access to health care, to school, to have reconstruction like roads and hospital and some school and some issues like that.
Let's talk about that, because that's the traditional idea of aid, that we help build roads and hospitals and schools. In fact, we've heard tonight from Action Aid, the NGO in the UK, about phantom aid. And Canada, according to Action Aid, is one of the worst offenders. How do you respond to that? I mean, 40% of our aid not actually going to poverty reduction seems like a very high proportion.
When I went there, I had the opportunity to visit the school. And what we are doing at school is to make sure that the children will get a meal. And for the majority of them, that will be the only meal that they will be able to get in a day.
There's a bill before Parliament right now. I just happen to have a copy of it right here. It's called Bill C-293.
Yeah.
And basically, it's a very straightforward bill. I read it. It was only a few pages long. And basically what it does is it focuses the priority of Canadian aid on alleviating poverty, which seems to me to be a no-brainer. Does your government support this bill?
Our government agreed with the fact that we need to have a strong map. With this bill, the problem is that we suggested some amendment. We think that some items in this bill won't be effective.
Which ones are you having trouble with? Maybe we can work it out right now.
Okay, just talk about all those consultations.
You shall consult with governments, international agencies, and Canadian civil society organizations. So yeah, it just says you have to consult. You don't even have to listen to them.
If we must do consultation in every times we will have to give international aid, it could be very long. It could be very maybe hard sometime when we have to get some quick results.
One of your aides told CP this: Bill C-293 would take away the ability of the government to determine how best aid can advance Canada's interest. That to me sounds like maybe it's the core objection. Is that what's really wrong with this bill in the view of your government?
It's not clear in some way that the bill will direct our international assistance. And we want to make sure to be effective, to be accountable, and to work all together to help those developed countries. What we have to do is to make sure that our international assistance will correspond to the Canadians' value.
That's not exactly what I asked. Values is one thing, but interest is another. And what your aide is quoted as saying is that aid should advance Canada's interests. And my thing is, it's called aid. The idea is that we are assisting the poorest of the poor on the planet. Why does it have to advance our interests? It's called aid.
What we have to do is to listen to all the requests we have from the developed country. As an example, we have huge requests from countries in Americas and Caribbean, and we have to listen to those countries. They are in our neighborhood, you know.
José Werner, thanks for being on the map.
Thank you.
We have to take a break, but when On the Map continues, my commentary on the politics of slamming green fuels and debunking the foreign aid system.